I call on the representative of Algeria.
شكرا سيد الرئيس. سيد الرئيس.
Thank you, President. We have asked for the floor to exercise our right of reply following the statement made by the representative of Morocco and their allegations, as well as the unfortunate attempts to exploit this rostrum to spread propaganda and lies regarding what is happening in Western Sahara. In this connection, my country's delegation would like to reaffirm the following. Firstly, as regards the legal nature of the conflict in Western Sahara, this question has always been an issue of decolonization, so that the people of Western Sahara can exercise their inalienable right to self-determination, and this through a free, integral referendum under UN resolutions since this conflict has been on the UN's agenda. According to General Assembly resolutions 1514 and 1541. These resolutions also clearly set forth that the two parties to the conflict, Morocco and the Polisario Front, considered as unique and single and legitimate representative of the people of Western Sahara. President, now, in terms of solutions, rather than trying to spread propaganda and talking about self-determination as the only solution, this is a precedent which threatens the foundations of international law and the UN Charter, a charter that we should defend here. This also runs counter to the idea of decolonization, which is clearly enshrined in the United Nations. And secondly, now in terms of the round table mechanism, and as usual, Morocco exploited this mechanism to refer to its colonial practices and to try to avoid international law and change the nature of the conflict, the question of decolonization, and turn it into a question of a bilateral conflict, according to their illusions, which would mean that this mechanism is established in vain and has not been successful. Algeria is hosting Tindouf refugees from Sahara since the 1st of October. And this was a result of an illegal occupation of Western Sahara by Morocco, following the departure of previous colonial forces. Algeria remains convinced that the question of refugees is a technical issue and is a key part of a comprehensive political plan, as part of a peace plan that was adopted by the United Nations in 1990. This census would not make any sense unless there was a free and comprehensive referendum which would allow the people in Western Sahara to exercise their right to self-determination. Under international law, and much like all other countries around the world, and there's no statutory limitations for this right. Now, in terms of propaganda and lies concerning the links between these refugees and terrorist groups, as spread by Morocco, this is here once again a cycle and a refrain that they try to use to attack the Sahrawi people, who are simply trying to exercise their right to self-determination like people around the world. Thank you very much.